Okay, guys, we are done with the theory part. We have finished our theory portion, and now we will shift to the practical portion. And the practical also, almost all the things are over. The PBL, the prescription writing, both are over, and the criticize, correct, and rewrite (CCR) is also over. Now the thing is, there is a graph related experiment which is left behind. Now graph related experiments, they are usually called as computer assisted learning in the modern method of teaching. Now this graph type of things in the older days, not much older, but in if we go 10 years back, it used to be there in the practical hall. The graph used to be taken on the animal, maybe a live animal, or the tissue, the intact tissue, or the isolated tissue it is taken, and either the demonstration wise or the hands-on learning was there. But then later on, it all shifted to computer assisted learning. Now the name only suggests that computer is necessary for this type of learning, and when the computer is needed, there has to be some software. So we will see what all experiments are there which we will be learning in this system of computer assisted learning. The thing is, there are many practical topics which can be learned, or almost all the practical topics are there which can be learned through this method. But for undergraduate level, not all are necessary. Only a few are there, and usually what happens is that we demonstrate in the class, and then the students are asked to go in the laboratory, go sit with the system, and utilize the software to explore and for the hands-on experience. So the things are, we will discuss here that what it is, what the computer assisted learning is, then why we are opting for this type of methodology, why not the traditional method, then what will be the facilities which we have presently in our department, then what all experiments are there, and what are all experiments you will be learning. Then I will tell you that what are the laboratory protocols, what are the class protocols, and how you will be recording in the practical record. This graph related system will be given in the examination, so it is one of the part and parcel of the examination. You cannot just ignore it, because one graph related question will be there. So for those who have just now joined, this is computer assisted learning. We are starting computer assisted learning. 7 to 8 or maybe 9 experiment we will discuss in this computer assisted learning. Before this, we have already seen the prescription writing, the problem solving exercises, the CCRs, and then this one is there. Then we will have the spotters also. So what is CAL? CAL is computer assisted learning or computer aided learning. This is a method of learning by the help of computer. So if you go from here to back, the learning with the help of aided or assisted computer is called computer aided learning. Now the very next question comes, that why CAL? Why we are opting, or why we have opted CAL for learning these type of graphs. I'll show you the graph later on. Maybe from the next class we will show you. This is the introductory part. So basically, CAL, why we are demonstrating through this method. See, the traditional method have many demerits. Not like that Cal do not have any demerits. But if you look at the traditional demerits of traditional method, you will find out why we are learning through Cal. Now, in the Cal, we need a computer system, and then we need a software. Usually, the software which we use is the one by Elsevier, and that is known as Animal Simulator. Animal Simulator. Now, earlier days when we studied, we did everything by hand. We used to take animal, bring animal, and then there used to be animal house in the college. We used to take animal, and then we used to do everything. Starting from the handling of the animals, taking out from the box, cage, or tank, the type of based on the type of animal. Then we used to handle. Then we used to calm down them, and then we used to anesthetize them by using particular proper anesthetic. Or if needed, pithing was done, used to be done, and then dissection used to be done. We did everything, dissection and all. And then if you need to have the practical in which then isolated tissue is required, then isolation of the tissue, then making the physiological salt solution in which the tissues are kept so that they can be alive, they are alive, or they can show the responses for prolonged time, and then taking out the reading. Now, see, doing this procedure, all procedure, it takes time. You need to have many facilities. Then you need to have many facilities, and when you are doing a practical, it takes a lot of time. Usually for one practical, one whole day goes off, and then eventually you will not get the desired result or desired graph. And then by the end, the tissue is dead, the heart is dead, and the animal is no more can be used. So then the next day, another trial is to be given. So you see, use of animal is required. Unnecessarily, you are causing harm to animal. Though you are learning, but the things which are learning are well established. There are nothing new which we are learning as undergraduate student. There is nothing new which you are learning. This is all well recognized, well established fact, which just you are seeing it, that it happens. And just for seeing the well established thing, the experts think that there is no need of sacrificing an animal, or sacrificing or doing some harm to the animal. And that is why they came with the solution of making it everything in simulation form. All the experiments can be learned through this computer assisted learning. They have put out everything in the software, like what all drugs. You just scroll down and choose the drug, what animal you want to take, then what do you want to study, that you choose, and then keep on going. You will see the same type of graph. So this is why Cal was given. Based on the ethics and animal protection activists, they thought that there is no need of sacrificing and doing harm to the animals when we are teaching only the well-established fact. And still, for research and all purposes, the animals are allowed. See, for keeping the animal also, you need to have animal house. And then for animal house, you need to have many facilities. Many facilities has to be there in the animal house, and there is a regulatory authority called the CPCSCA that sees that whether all the facilities is there in the animal house or not. So that also requires the infrastructural inputs, investment. So many things is required in here just for the sake of teaching the well-established fact. Now coming on to the facilities in our department. See, we have the facilities of computer system. We have the facilities of demonstration on the animals also. But the animal house is not yet ready. And for teaching purpose, this is not wise enough to make the animal house ready. Maybe for the post-graduation or research experiment, we will make it ready. But for undergraduate teaching, we have the computer system. As per the MCI requirement, 15 set of computer is necessary, computer system, working computer system is necessary. And then we need to have some software in which we can teach. And the software which we have is the animal simulator software from the Elsevier. Now from the previous year onwards, they have discontinued this animal simulator software, and right now there are only a few software apart from this animal simulator which is already discontinued, but those are not very like appealing. Those are not that standard which was there in the animal simulator. And this animal simulator is taken out by Elsevier in collaboration with the JIPMER professor. So the graph which will be shown to you will be taken out and taken out from the animal simulator experiment only, software only. So the previous year we have taken the graphs and we have scanned it and we have kept it safe for showing it to you. And same graph will be put in the examination. Which all experiment? Now coming to the which all experiments we can teach. There are amples of experiment. To list, we have around 28 experiment in pharmacology, which we can show through animal simulator. But hearing for you guys, will show maybe 7 to 9 experiment for examination purpose. So what are the advantages of CAL? Advantages of CAL we will see it later on also when we discuss more elaborately. Then disadvantages also I will tell you later on. Class protocol, we will show you the graph. Then we will explain through the theory part of the graph. Like say, if you are studying the effect of adrenaline, noradrenaline, isoprenaline, ephedrine on the blood pressure and heart rate of a dog. That means we will show you a graph which shows the variation in the blood pressure and heart rate upon giving the drugs. And then we will teach you the theoretical part of effect of adrenaline on BP, why it happens, because of what mechanism, because of what stimulation or inhibition of what receptors. Likewise, we'll explain each drug, and then we will show you how to record it. Means how to make a table in which what all you need to put in the column, what all you need to put in the rows, and then how your observation table should be. That will tell you. Then we'll tell you under what heading you need to jot everything down in your record. See, while taking class, we will be discussing everything possible. But while writing, you need to put your own effort. You need to refer books, practical book or the theory book, and then make your answer and jot it down in the record. We cannot give the full written handout for you guys just to copy. So we will explain everything. We'll tell you what all heading you should write under. But the matter, you have to refer the book as well as our video. These videos are being uploaded in the YouTube also, so you can repeatedly watch under what heading we have said you to write. And then discussion part, if we have told anything in our class lecture time, then you can copy those things. Otherwise, those which are not available in the video, you can go through the book and then write the whole answers. The record and everything should be ready as soon as you join the classes. We'll ask you to submit the record, and then we will do the correction and we'll give it back to you. So that would be the class protocol. What would be the exam protocol? See, exam protocol, we will give the graph, and then we'll ask you to comment on the given graph. So you need to write everything starting from A and ending to the Z, which you have written in the record, including the observation table and then graph itself. In the examination, we may give you the specific question, 3 or 4 questions based on the graph. That also you need to answer. That would be the exam protocol. So, as I told, what is CAL? This is computer assisted learning, otherwise also called as computer aided learning. This is the use of electronic device or computer to provide educational instruction and to learn. This can be shown or this can be taught through software, through CD or DVD, through pen drive or other storage devices. This is generally used for experimental pharmacology, showing the different experiments which comes under the experimental pharmacology. Now, as I told, why CAL? Expensive instrument is necessary for demonstration of the isolated or intact tissues. Lab setup is necessary. It is very much time consuming. For one experiment, maybe 2 or 3 days is required. That also may not be sufficient. It's very tedious. When you enter in a laboratory and you start doing one experiment, it may you may need to work from morning till evening without having any break, or and you may need to skip the lunch also. So that's a very tedious. Need of animal, then availability of animal. Now the availability of animal is very scarce. It's very difficult to get the animals. Even when if you are doing an experiment on the rat, getting a rat itself will be very difficult and costly. So that part is there. Frog, nowadays it's very hard to see frog, so frog also is there. Then dog is completely banned. So there are so many problems related with the experiments on the animals or the tissue of the animals. So as I told, there is no need of unnecessary giving harm or unnecessary sacrificing animal for showing the established fact. For research, still animals can be used after taking due permission from the policy holders. Now coming to facilities in our department, we have the experimental pharmacology laboratory, which you have already seen. We have XPharmFlow, animal simulator LCV. You can go through the website also. It's there. Then 15 computer system which we have. Then demonstration. In the demonstration, what we do is that first we demonstrate everything on the computer system with the help of projector and in the demonstration room, and then we'll ask the student to go in the laboratory, experimental laboratory, sit on the system and then do hands-on one by one. So 15 student, so 15 setup, then each setup around 10 students will be sitting, and one by one they can do practice. This is what I was talking about, which all experiment. There are 28 numbers of experiment which we can do through this particular software. So you can see the effect of drugs on rabbit, that means meiosis effect, and then mediatic effect we can see. The biomass of histamine on the ileum for guinea pig you can do. Then frog esophagus, the movement or the ciliary motility. The movement of the cilia or the ciliary motility of frog esophagus we can study. Then the effect of drug on isolated frog heart, this we will show you. This, in fact, tomorrow only this is the class, effect of drugs on isolated frog heart. I will show you this one. Then rabbit eye, you will be taught through this system. Effect of drugs on blood pressure and heart rate of dog. This is the one which I will be showing you tomorrow, not this one. Then the effect of drug on isolated and perfused heart, frog heart. Then DRC of acetylcholine on frog rectus abdominis muscle. This also will be taken. This Dr. Sarita will be taking this topic. Then DRC of histamine on guinea pig ileum. So this is also DRC. This is also DRC. But the drugs are changed, and you will see. You will find out then that the that the graph which you get is different from this. Effect of isostamin on DRC of acetylcholine, that is potentiation, this also we will teach you. Then effect of atropine, this also we will teach you. Then not this one, not this one, not William, no, not this one also not. These are actually related to the previous acetylcholine, but this is not for the PG experiments and all. This all will not be taken. This oxytocin also is a PG topic. 3-point essay, 2-point essay, 4-point essay, these are all PG topics. So this PG1 tachyphylaxis we will be showing up. Okay, DS vasomotor reversal we will be showing up. So these all. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of CAL? This I have already covered it, but then again, see what happens is advantages. It's non-expensive, not like it's very it's non-expensive. Expenses are required, but here a recurrent expenses is not much required, and then expenses are far less than the traditional method. Lab setup, though lab setup you say that you require a room and then computer system and all, but then computer system can be kept anywhere, and you just need to have a software. So no particular lab is required where you need to have a preparation room and the chemical room, and those things do not, it is not required here. Less time taking and less tedious. See why it is less time taking here, because you need not make any solution. Otherwise you need to make physiological salt solution. Here there is no need of physiological salt solution. It's all simulation. You need not take the animal, then you need not calm them down, you need not dissect the animal, you need not take out the tissue, you need not mount it, you need not keep it waiting for 45 minutes, and then you perform the experiment. And then if the tissue or the animal dies, there is no problem here. You can take another tissue, another animal. Okay, like, so you just have to choose. You choose one first dog you choose the first dog, and then you do the experiment. Let's say you gave some dose of a drug, and then you gave the toxic dose with which the frog died, or the animal died, or the any animal rat died. You can easily go down and then choose another dog 2, and then take out the experiment, another experiment. So those things are not there. So it's less time taking, less tedious, no need of animal, no harm to animal you are doing. This is the harm only which you are doing on the screen. No sacrifice is needed, though the animals is dying, but they are dying in the software. Okay. It can be repeated any number of times. That is the very good thing about the CAL. If you want to really understand, you can keep on doing it. You can try giving lesser dose, more dose, intermediate dose, putting 2 or 3 drugs together and see the interaction, what happens. This is one very important advantage. Then biological response do not differ with whether an animal. Here, see what happens when you take an animal or tissue. Then the tissue of one animal may behave different than the tissue of another animal. So when you do it in the laboratory setup with the animal tissue, real animal tissue, in that variation you can see. But here you cannot see. This is software. One program is fixed there. If you take the first dog or if you take the 10th dog, it's one and the same. You will get the same result. But in a lab setup, if you do an experiment on a dog who is like well fed, well built, and the dog which is not well fed and has many comorbidities, you will get the different result. So that difference you will not be able to find here. Okay. But that is another advantage is also that there is no difference. There is no difference, and there is no difference on the weather also. Usually you will see that if the same type of experiment if you do in the hill station, you will not get the proper report. But if the software is there, you will get the result. You get the graph. No animal house is needed. What are the disadvantages? You should have the knowledge of a computer. Okay, what to do next. Though in the system shows you what to do next, but you should have the basic knowledge of the computer system. Live demonstration is not possible, as I told. This is all computer programmed thing, so live thing, live handling of the animal is not possible. How to dissect animal, while dissecting what problem you come across, then while mounting you take the tissue, the tissue need to be alive only till your experiment gets over. So you need to tie it, how long, how far, then what load you need to keep it. Those all things you cannot learn from this. Instrument setup, how to do instrument setup, you cannot. You will see that these are the instrument setup. You will learn these are the parts, this part, that part, and then that's over. Then prefix doses are fixed here. If you want to increase the dose or decrease the dose, you cannot do that. Only the options are there: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those you need to keep and then do it. Non-technical problem during class if happens, like I am taking the class and some technical problem happens with the software or any of the system, then I am in trouble. I won't be able to tell you. Okay, so I need to have the help of the IT expert. So those are the disadvantages. Coming to class protocol, so theoretical aspect of the graph will be shown to you, will show you, will teach you. Then we'll show you the graph which is obtained from Animal Simulator software. Then we'll explain the graph. Then we'll tell you what to write in the record, and if possible, we'll share the video of dissecting the animal and taking the reading. Video share. We'll share it in the group, or we will show you right here in the class. What would be the exam protocol? We will give you the same graph, which we will teach you. We will give the graph. Only the thing is that we will hide the title of the graph. So you need to first recognize and write the title for the graph. Then write the animal, which animal is used, which tissue is used in that graph, and what effect is being shown. What effect is being shown? What effect is studied there in that graph? Then if the questions are asked based on the graph, you need to answer those questions, and answers should be in full explanation. If questions are not given, then you need to explain the full graph entirely from A to Z. Then if needed, you may be asked to recognize the unknown drug. Drugs are given there. A, B, C maybe we will mark it, and then you need to recognize which drug may produce the given response, and then you have to write your observation or write your inference. And then most importantly, you need to draw the graph in your examination, in the copy. Whether the graph is given to you in front, it is there, we know that, but you need to draw the graph in the copy also. Coming to record protocol, that means what all you need to write in the protocol. You need to write all the experiment under the following headings. See, there may be some topic, some heading which may not be applicable for one particular graph or experiment, but in general, this would be the heading. First is aim, then a requirement, which animal, which tissue, what software, that you need to write. Objective, what you are going to study. Then principle of the experiment. Then procedure, what you need to do. That a short procedure, usually the teachers will tell you what to write. Then discussion. Discussion is the major part which you have to work on. Discussion, we will teach you everything. Theoretical aspect, practical aspect. We will, and then while writing discussion, you need to refer to the book also and our video also, and then compile it together and make a discussion. Graph drawing, you need to draw the graph. So when you are having the class, like today's class or tomorrow's class, if I'll show you the graph, I'll show you how to draw also. So in that, you need to draw there only. Okay. Otherwise, later on, you can refer to the video and then draw. Pause and draw. And then ultimately, you have to conclude. See, usually, whatever the graph which you will be showing will be requiring some equipments. Had there be a traditional method of teaching, This is the whole setup. Okay, so I'll just tell you, this particular portion is this one. This is the zoomed portion to explain the every part. This is this one. Otherwise, the whole thing is necessary. What all these are, I will tell you. This is Sherrington rotating drum. Sherrington rotating drum. This whole part is known as Sherrington rotating drum. It has different part in it. This we have the Kymograph drum or Sherrington rotating drum. In this is usually attached, or here the white paper, the Kymograph paper is stick here. Okay, white paper. In the olden days, it used to be blackened. It used to be blackened with the smoke to get the white reading. But nowadays, white paper is there, and the stylus is of some color through which you will get a reading, red or green, whatever the color the pointer is. So that one, you have a stick here, the rod here, and then one box type of thing is there, which is the stand in which the on point, off point, the various speed you can increase or decrease the speed of rotation of this drum on the axis, and then some gears are there, like that of the car or the scooter. So this part is there. Then we have this. This is known as student's organ bar. Student's organ bar. We have this stand, and this is made up of the glass. This is made of the glass or the plastic. Okay, this is usually transparent one, so that you can see the water level. That is there. This part is known as organ tube. Organ tube. Why organ tube? Because the organ or tissue which is taken out, say the gastrocnemius muscles. Okay, you take out the tissue, prepare the tissue, and tie it both sides with a thread, and then hang it by the help of this. This is a lever. This is known as lever. There are many types of lever, like frontal lever, the gimbal lever, and all. So you put a lever here, stylus is here, and then say that this is far. Say that this drum is far away. Okay, you first put this, and then you have to put a load here, which is like some sort of dough you have to make, and then you put it here, and then here also one is needed, and then you tie this tissue with the help of a thread, and then the thread would be attached here. One thread, one end would be attached here. This is what? This is aeration tube. From here oxygen is coming. So when you're taking out the tissue from the animal, there is high possibility that after some time the tissue will be no more alive. So you need to make it alive by keeping the tissue in the physiological salt solution. What is physiological salt solution? Physiological salt solution is a solution which contains many ingredients which are needed to keep the tissue alive, like sodium, the potassium, the bicarbonate, the glucose, and those things. So those mixture is made and then put it here in the physiological bottle, solution bottle. And from here one the controller knob is there, which you can open it, and then from here one tube is there, and from that tube the physiological salt solution keeps on coming here. Whenever you want to stop, you just stop it, and so this thing is always filled with physiological salt solution. And there is one attachment from here, the one pipe is there. When you need to clean, you just open it and then it will be cleaned off. So you attach this, put everything ready. Oxygen supply will be from here, so that the tissue gets the oxygen also. And then initially this rubber tube is closed. When everything is ready, another parts here, this you need to maintain the temperature also. Animal body has some temperature in which the tissue is there, so you need to maintain that temperature. So that temperature is here one coil is there, and then one plug is there. You need to heat this water. This is filled with water up to this level, and then there is thermostat. So you need to maintain the temperature. It depends upon the tissue and the animal. So let's see, it's 37 degrees. So 37 degree will be maintained with the help of this thermostat. And this is a mixture or stirrer which will keep on rotating to keep the uniform heat throughout this box, throughout the organ bath. So when everything is ready, what you do is that, here what you need to do is you need to now put this here close enough so that this lever will touch the paper, graph paper. Now what? Now when you put the drug, you take any drug, say acetylcholine or epinephrine, you take it in the syringe, load the syringe and put it directly into this organ tube, tissue bath. Tissue bath you just put, you keep it on, and then the drum will be rotating. Slowly it will rotate. So you just inject, you just put the drug inside this. Now, as soon as drug will attach to the receptors which are present on the tissue, it will start giving the action. Say the drug having the property of contraction. So the tissue will start contracting here, contracting, right? If the length of the tissue is from here to here, it will start contracting. As it contracts, the thread will be pulled down, right? The thread will be pulled down, and then the drum is always rotating only. So as the thread will be pulling down slowly, and then drum is rotating off, drum is rotating, then what happens? You will get a graph. If it is pulling it fast, then you will get a graph going upward, and then as it is relaxing, it will be coming down, right? So in that way, you will get a graph. As you get the whole graph, you just stop the drum, and then you open this tube so that the physiological salt solution comes out, and then you close it again and then fill it again this tube with this physiological salt solution, and then you are ready to go for the next step. So this is the whole setup in which this is known as the Sherrington rotating drum with chymograph paper. This is organ tissue organ bath, or a student organ bath. This is the tissue bath or the organ tube, and so on. So this is the zoom portion of this. What all here? Transducer. Transducer is a lever here which will propagate the response. Then here is the tissue. The spring clip is there, or the thread is there, which is attached with this transducer. Down also it is attached with the hook of the aeration tube. From here oxygen comes, this one. Then the heated water jacket is there, and then the tissue is there, and then physiological salt solution which comes from here. And here is draining service is closed. So this is the typical thing, the rotating drum which is attached with the chymograph paper, and then the lever is there, and the other portions are there. Okay. The same thing. The chymograph rotating drum, Sherrington rotating drum is there. This is the controller. This is the organ bath. This is the physiological salt solution. This you need not consider here. So this was all about the introduction of the computer-aided learning. From tomorrow onwards, we will start the real practicals, the practicals which will be there in the examination, and everything you need to write in the record. In case of any doubt, we are always available to help you out. Reach to us, your problem will be solved. So go through this computer-aided learning. Videos are also there in the YouTube. You can go through it and then learn by yourself and keep yourself ready. Tomorrow, I'll be taking the class on effect of drugs on the blood pressure and heart rate of a dog. Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you so much.